Yeah, welcome to another episode of Dig. Today we're going to be digging up pine stumps. This area I'm at is roughly about 7 acres. I just cut the timber here about almost 7 months ago, and the weeds are growing up. And we have the video where you can actually see where we cut the timber. If you go through my videos, you'll see where I cut timber recently. That timber went towards probably being made for paper. So now I got about 7 acres to clear, and unfortunately I didn't have my excavator ready at the time. It was busy doing something else, and I have done some repairs to it. So the weeds growing up. Now, we've had a lot of rain lately, so I haven't put any flags out. Probably should have done that earlier, but I'm going to pretty much scrape everything out here. I'm trying to scrape as shallow as possible, where if I grab a stump and come across one, I'm not digging too deep. So I'm starting on the edge here. So let's start looking around here and see if we find anything. I do try to move the weeds out of the way and put it next to me, or try to make a line here. So I think we might have found a stump here, or right at one. Pretty tough to see anything with all this dog fennel but this is what happens when you find a stump. You have a lot of restriction. So we are going to try a couple of times and see if we get lucky. I would actually put that bucket under and use that cylinder on the bucket to see if I can pull it up. But majority of the time with stumps, especially pines that have a large taproot, we're going to have to cut around it. So right now I'm about to cut around on the left side of it, and then I'm going to try to dig again. Still not successful. Now I am controlling the drone and running the excavator, so I usually would go one side and then drive the excavator to the other. But in this case, I'm just going to stay in one area. So we'll try again. So now let's dig deeper. There might be a taproot down there I can get to cut. And try again. Successful again. So sometimes you can get lucky using your bucket cylinder, but I'm going to back up and try to cut the roots right in front of me. So I'm not trying to move this dirt too far, because I want to get all that debris out, but I also want to get all that soil back into the hole. There will be craters every time you do this. Now I'm gotten successful. Now you're going to be bringing up a lot of clay with this, and I'm trying to leave that clay in the hole as much as possible. So usually the yellow or orange soils. So now I got that one out of the way. I'm going to beat that dirt out real quick, and let's rotate this stump over here where I already have a pile started, and let me get as many roots as I can and try to scrub it over there. Now we're going to try to get out a few more roots on the edge, and if you can, put some of that dirt back in the hole, and let's see if we got any more stumps around the area. We'll bring in some of that dirt and fill in the hole around it. There's thousands of these roots out here. Now, in some cases, you might have another small root next to it. I need to probably grab them, but I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Here's one more, another pine stump right next to it. This was what we call volunteer pines. No, they weren't planted, but they were it was a very heavily growth of pines, so it wasn't much distance between the trees that were being cut. So I've got a long job ahead of me. There's probably thousands out here just in the 7 acres I'm gonna have to dig up, but probably as I go inside of the area off from the edge, the stumps won't be as thick as these particular ones I'm going to be digging on this video. It should be easier for me. Now I'm going to slowly keep dragging around and getting these out. Every now and then I'll probably find like this tree, for example, and try to move it out of the way. And so let's keep on going at this. Now obviously this excavator don't go this fast. This is the speed of this video has actually been doubled. So let's keep scraping, try to see if we get lucky and find anything within my reach. Might have found a little bit of a root there, or moved it out of the way, and some stick probably from the logging. I think we've found a stump. Most of the time I'll see them, but I'll feel the restriction on the actual controls, when I find a stump. And now, since I tried one time to see if it'll come up, but like I said, these trees were probably about 20 years old, roughly, at least 20 years old, and I got to break the roots around them. Now, in some cases, like when I get next to a stump and it won't cut it, you got to just go out a little bit farther away from the stump and cut those roots around it. And if these were oaks, this would have been much easier, but pines just have a really deep tap root. Even though I'm running a 90,000 pound machine, and I'm not full throttle right now, I'm trying to just get a good pace running where I ain't gotta let it cool off every so many 20 minutes or so. I want to just keep going at a steady rate. I'm not putting all the throttle into this diesel, so I'm just going at a reasonable pace. Now we're breaking the roots around it, just like I did the first one. And in some cases, I found that you could drive up to them a little bit closer and use that bucket, that cylinder on what we call the stick that connects to the bucket. If you get close enough to it and use it, you can actually get just an upward force. But I still got to keep breaking roots around it. I'll give it a tug here and there. Let's see if this does it. And here we go. We got that taproot comes up. I'm going to try to get as much soil off of this, because we don't want to. We want to leave as much dirt into the hole as possible. Let me let's get this stump out of the hole. Try not to take as much. Try to leave the dirt around the hole as much as possible, but I'll shake out the thing much as I can. And let's put it on the pile. And that stump will be probably burnt 6 months or so. So anyway, well, I'm glad you watched my video, and if you'll have any questions or subscribe, if you want to see more videos. So, well, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.